Hey Rent to Retires, it's Adam Schroeder, and today we're going to talk about why the inflation arbitrage is in your favor more than it has been in a very, very long time. Before we get started with today's video, let me remind everybody, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the notifications bell, and don't miss out on this information we're giving as we try to make you the best investor you can possibly be. We really appreciate the time you've all been putting in to make yourself an educated investor. It has been fantastic to talk with y'all and help you through your journey. Love doing it. Look forward to continuing it. Don't forget to click the bell and don't miss out on any of the videos we're putting out. So I mentioned today that I want to talk about the inflation arbitrage. Now, what is that? Well, simply put, it's looking at the gap between what we're being told inflation is and what we're getting with our interest rates. Now, I don't know if you've heard, but interest rates are higher than they've been in a while. We hear that every once in a while from investors. But it's probably the number one thing people are talking about in real estate today. It is the thing on everybody's mind. It's the thing that everybody is worried about. And it's a thing that you maybe shouldn't be anywhere near as worried about as you probably are. So let's get into it. Where are rates right now? Well, for an investment loan, you're probably somewhere around 6%, I would guess. So where is inflation right now? Well, we're being told by the government that it is at 8.5%. Now, there's a lot of debate about whether what the government tells us is real or not, and whether or not it's higher than that. I've heard some people say, 16, 17, 18% real inflation, but we're going to go with what the government tells us because, hey, that's something we can track back historically and see, apples to apples comparisons. So right now we're being told 8.5% inflation. Well, let's look back pre-pandemic. The pandemic kind of messed everything up, threw everything into disarray. So let's look back at the years before the pandemic. I was buying rental properties. A lot of people were buying rental properties. We were helping people buy investment properties during that time. And those few years leading up to COVID, you were getting investment properties at 5.5%, 5%, 4.5%, 6%. It really just depends on where you were, but it averaged probably somewhere around the low fives, maybe even 5. Where was inflation at that time? Inflation at that time, we were told, was somewhere around 2%, and they were having trouble hitting that 2% mark. So they were telling us inflation was somewhere around probably 1.5 to 2.5% at any given point. And at 1.5 to 2.5%, we were seeing rates around 5. So what happens now? Now inflation has gone up by 4 or 5 times, but interest rates have only gone up 2%. It's gone up, anywhere from 20 to 50%, depending on if it was a 4% rate or 5% rate. And now we're at 6. So we have seen a 400 to 500% raise in inflation and only maybe a 50% raise in rates over that time. So now we are actually locking in money for 30 years potentially at a rate that is guaranteed at least 2.5% below what we know inflation is. What we have been actively told inflation is. We are at least 2% under that and getting money for it. So we are already making money on this deal. We are paying them back with dollars that we know day one are worth less than they have given us. Usually, you look at it and you think, oh, at 2% inflation, that's going to take a little while. We're paying them back with barely cheaper dollars. No, 8.5% right now. We are paying them back 91.5 cents on the dollar year one. So if you look at it that way, if you see what's happening and you understand that right now there are not many safe places to put your money because of everything going on in the world. We've got inflation, we've got wars, we have supply chain issues. There's a whole lot going on that make investing in other assets decently risky. Let's just be honest about it. There are risky things out there when it comes to, nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. It's making the markets volatile. Who knows? You can definitely still make money out there, but I can't tell you what it is you're going to be making money on because things are moving left, right, up, down, depending on the day. But what we do know right here, right now, is that we are getting rates 2 to 2.5% lower than we have been told inflation is. And if inflation is up there at that 16, 17, 18% like some people say it is, well then us getting rates at 6%, 1/3 the price of inflation, is a pretty darn good deal. And when you can lock that in and then see your returns grow over time, now looks better and better. That inflation arbitrage looks better and better. Because before, like I said, we were getting 5% with the 2% inflation. Maybe, if you look at the stats, some people might have told you it was 8% inflation, at most 9%. But now we've gone up to 8.5%, maybe even 16 or 17, and we're looking at rates around 6%. So historically, when you're looking at it, this is a fantastic time. Eventually at some point, rates are going to go up a little bit, they'll come down a little bit, and they'll level off somewhere. But a 6% rate, I have rates higher than that I bought years ago, and those properties cash flow beautifully. So don't get so worried about it. Look at what else is going on in the world and see how you can position yourself, what you can invest in that will give you long-term sustained success. To me and to us, that's real estate, hard, real assets that are in high demand and are going to remain in high demand. And when you can get in at below the price of inflation, jump on it. Absolutely jump on it. When you find a deal, take advantage of that deal. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If it has, please click the like button. Let us know that we have done something that you found of value. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And also, don't forget to check us out at renttoretirement.com. That's renttoretirement.com. Really appreciate the time that you've spent here with me today. You can see our inventory there. You can schedule a call with an investment strategist like myself, and we will help you on your journey and help you figure out how to get to where you want to be with your investment journey utilizing real estate. Again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you on the next video.
Thanks for watching the Rent to Retirement YouTube channel. Check out some of our other videos, like this one, or this one here.